Hey guys, Boris. Welcome to the crosses section for November 7th to November 11th, 2016. And I think crosses could be the sort of least risky, most interesting trades this week, of course, because they're going to be non-dollar sensitive and therefore have their own stories to weave forth away from the turmoil of the U.S. election. Having said this, though, I think the biggest story coming back from the week prior is the strength of the pound. And I don't think that story is over. I think the pound on a relative strength basis continues to be a very interesting trade. So I have two ideas this week. One is, of course, euro pound to the short side, which I think has a chance now to break the 88 handle. The other one is, again, a bet on the fact that the cut by the RBNZ could create relative weakness in the Kiwi, and pound Kiwi could go up even further than it has so far. The last trade, of course, is just a simple Aussie Kiwi trade. That's the most natural cross this week because that's going to be the center focus in terms of the fundamental news as we go forward. So if you look at the support resistance lines here, euro pound obviously has the big resistance at the 90-50 level, but the key thing here is the support for 88. That's a big target, I think, for the shorts. That gets broken, that really is going to break the long-term upward trend line of the euro pound and could potentially bring even further downside action to the trade. I really like this trade to the short side. Even at the current levels and any kind of a rally to the upside, I think gives you even better positioning in the trade. Pound Kiwi is a punt, no doubt, but it looks relatively okay on the technical side, and certainly a big breakout to the upside if Kiwi begins to falter off any kind of a cut. I guess the key thing here is if the RBNZ sort of makes the cut and suggests that there may be more cuts going forth, we'll have to see if they're going to be more dovish than that. And then Aussie Kiwi, of course, just sort of a natural support level here, this 104.50. If that gets broken, actually, so this is the interesting thing here. If the counter narrative takes hold and Kiwi shows even further strength, the break of this 104.50 could bode very badly for any of the longs and actually pushes all the way down to possibly 102s as we go forward. So let's just take a look at the charts here and just see how everything lines up. So euro pound, as you can see, we definitely hit very, very strong resistance at the 91 level. So any move up, this to me probably, I think, the best sell the rally trade on the crosses side. I'm bullish the pound. I think the pound has more upside to go. So any kind of a pop on the upside here presents even a better positioning. But even at these levels, it looks to be relatively good because we certainly have a failure here of a lower highs and an aim for the break of this 88 handle, which will then destroy a lot of the longer-term support and longer-term trend lines that we see here in the euro pound. So euro pound to me looks to be one of the better trades to the short side either way. The secondary trade on the whole pound strength is just simply a combo of the pound strength and potentially the Kiwi weakness this week on a dovish RBNZ. So the pound, pound Kiwi has the 71 obviously as the near-term target, but a break above that, sort of a break above this whole trend line of the 71, really opens up a run towards the 175s on the pound Kiwi. We've had a tremendous amount of support here, very, very tight positioning, and a break to the upside here could certainly be a potential trade that we see as the week comes by. And here's the Aussie Kiwi, which is the last and most natural cross, of course, this week. So we are at this very critical juncture, this 104.50, support here, support here. It needs to hold in order to basically create a sort of a lower, a higher low, and restart the move back up, maintain the upward trend of the move that we've had since the middle of September. But it's at a perilous point here because you can see we tried the 105.50s came back and rejected, and the counter narrative here is if the Kiwi, as I said, stays strong post RBNZ, meaning this thing starts to slip back down, the next level of support is going to be 103.50, and ultimately the really big level of support is going to be the 102.50. So I would say this is sort of a do or die type of point here for the Aussie Kiwi, and if we slip much below the 104.60 level, it looks like the Kiwi strength is actually going to be the much better trade here, all the way up to the 103.50 potentially as the next level of support into the trade. So that's how the week shapes up. The crosses are going to be the interesting non-volatile stories to trade, and of all of those, I really like the euro pound to the short side as the best idea. Wish you guys the best of luck, the best of trading. Boris, over and out.